Mr. Donox says, if you get married to someone who talks or argue too much, after praying for such a person and she doesn't stop, what do you do? Right. So that's the question from Donax. So if you want to answer it as you're talking, you can answer it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I think when brother, his brother, with what some of the things I wanted to actually go into, Brother Charles McCoy has gone there. And with these things, I think for me, it always comes back to that one thing of the heart issue, the heart issues and what's going on the inside of each one of us. I think if we are talking and addressing somebody who's a believer, both sides, I think this is something that we really have to reflect on seriously. Whatever the motives, whatever it is with all these questions, and I think that goes to answer as well, if getting married to someone who talks too much, if you've prayed and asked, I think the whole point of prayer is not just to have our own will come forth. We are supposed to be like Jesus, who says, not my will, but your will be done. I came not to do my own will, but to do the will of my Father. And this is the underlying, underpinning, or the foundation of our faith, is that we are here for a specific purpose on a God assignment. Marriage was not the ceiling to everything and to why we are here in our existence. But God has a purpose for everything, and he uses it and wastes nothing. And so if we are going into prayer thinking that it's a way of manipulating God to get what we want, I think we most of the times will find that we might be very disappointed, because it's a tool, it's a key for us to access that which God has in store for us and has prepared for us before the foundations of the earth. And he says, I have a plan and a purpose for you. And if we understand that there's things that God has laid the foundation for this specific and unique life of mine and its purpose, and everything is knit together perfectly towards what he has purposed. And so I think it's in alignment of the heart that says, God, I want what you want. But I think, like you said, it's the motive. Sometimes we go into marriage with our own human motives. So maybe that's how I can answer that question. But I think, and also just add that I think all this and all these questions, whether we can answer them or not, I think we benefit as individuals to take to have reflective moments. And again, I think from last week's brother Charles just hit the nail on the head for me. Sit me down and reflect. So I think with a lot of these things, and honesty and transparency, because I think there's a lot of deception as well with those motives that we're going into these marriages with. And so you find that somebody might not even reveal to the other person they're getting married to that they actually have children. I know of people that have hidden their children away from this person. They're going into this marriage already with a lot of deception, a lot of areas where nothing of the, close to the truth has been communicated, and just hoping that things will just go away. So this person, instead of them being their child, this is my sister's child, or, my mother had a child late in life, and all these lies that get told, only to discover then that, no, this person does have children, and the children's, the children are not really put at the center of this marriage to look after their welfare and all these things. So I think that's just the other comment I wanted to make on this idea of agreement. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? I think it is really a point of reflection on all these questions, even some of those areas that we might not give a simple answer to, because I don't think anything does have a simple answer. Contexts are different for sure. Thank you.